Okay, sword friends, we have an unusual one today. So I am doing repair work on a sword. It's a mystery sword for now, but it came to me with a loose guard. So this guard has a little bit of play in it, and I spoke to the smith who made the sword, and he recommended a technique that is a favorite of Adam Savage, and that's repairing it using a combination of baking soda and cyanoacrylate, so super glue, a type of super glue. So we're going to try and do that today by using the baking soda as a and something that'll increase the surface area and act as an accelerant to the super glue. And this could go completely terribly, in which case you'll be along for the ride, or it could go great. So we're going to find out. So I'm going to start by dusting the sword with the glue to get it in all of the nooks and crannies. And then hopefully we'll add some of the glue to it and get it to go where we need it to go before everything sets. So let me start making a mess. All right, so I'm going to try and get it into the crevices of the langets. I'm holding it open. There we are. So we'll get a lot of it on one side. Then on the other side. And for completeness sake, I'll get it here in the guards too. I don't expect that I'll have time before it sets to get a lot of glue under the guard, but might as well. There we are. Now I have a very dusty sort of sword. And so now it hopefully, I'll give it a chance to work its way in there. And this may be way too much. I'm not an expert using it. Hopefully the powder has worked itself into all the crevices we need, and we can wipe it down later. Because we really just need a itty bitty bit of powder. We don't need a huge amount. I was mostly using copious amounts because I don't have a nice flat surface to work on. I have it stuck way in these little crevices. So let me give it a quick wipe down. All right, cut the excess off. We'll do cleanup later, but just so we don't have too much going on. Okay, so I'll move all of this out of the way for now. Now, this is pretty thin CA glue that I'm working with, and that means it's going to have the potential to stick to everything. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm not using bare skin because it loves to stick to bare skin. Worst comes to worst, I can just cut off the glove. Let me see if I can dust under here real fast. Well, my can is running out. Yeah, I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to clean it under there. Okay, so unfortunately, I'd really love to be able to get glue in on both sides and then hold the guard in place, but I don't know that timing will allow it. So I'm just going to do the best I can. We have a little bit of looseness over here, a little bit of looseness over there. I'll put this down for a second. The blade is unwrapping. Wrap the blade up a little bit more so I don't get poked too badly. There we go. Let's see if this cap still works. I get one of my nice long little stalks so I can get the glue exactly where I'd like it to go. See if the glue is coming out. And it does appear to come out. Okay, so we'll start on this side, and we have to work fast because the glue will want to set very quickly. Go, go, glue. We got a little extra on there. All right, glue in on that side. Flip it over. Go, go, glue. And then I'll even try and get a little bit in here in the guard. Where I know the guard was having a little bit of looseness. Now, apparently capillary action is going to take... As I was saying, the capillary action should be able to carry the glue up into the little crevices, especially thanks to all the little powder that we have there. So that's pretty much all that we needed to do. So just checking to hold it in position, adding a little bit of pressure, but because the powder is acting as an accelerant, the cyanoacrylate really cures very, very quickly. I'm giving it a little wiggle, and it's really not moving any at all. So by the time that we got to the other side, everything's done. We're going to disconnect, and we're going to try to uncover it and see how it works. And here's the beauty shot. So you can see that it's not wiggling at all. This is a very steady fix. This is a very sturdy repair job. And since the time of this filming, I have since been able to really pound on the guard, and it's not going anywhere. So there was little itty bitty dribbles that ended up on the horn part of the grip. So I since had to flake those off, but that was a pretty easy cleanup. So at the time that this was being recorded, there was perhaps a little bit of flakiness on the grip still. So a little bit, it could have perhaps gone on slightly cleaner, but otherwise it came off very nicely. And now you can see the whole sword. So this is a beautiful 14th century Mamluk saber as executed by Pesery Handicrafts. So thank you all for sitting back and watching us through the process. On the whole, I think that this was a really nice experience, and it shows how quickly the repair work can be done using some very simple tools.